Hello again and welcome to the garden. My name's Jess and today I have a reading from the universe. It's for you and only you. Today's tarot reading, it's all about love. Or not really, because I can feel it. You're saying, Jess, why is love not coming in? Somebody tell me why. I've tried everything. I don't understand. What do I have to do to get this love? I can see you running, charging for it with your, whatever the stick is, the person that does jousting. Fencing. There's this stabby energy it's like pleading. It's like, why? Give me love. Well, let's get into it. Here's why. So there's another part of you, an even bigger part, that has grabbed you by the collar and is saying, no, not yet. There is something you are yet to understand about loving yourself. I know, but hang on. I keep going between wanting to say, I don't want to sound patronizing, but that's not something I would ever say. And so then I feel like that's part of the message too. So I was going to say, I don't want to sound patronizing, but it's an energetic learning experience that you don't even know is possible for you, where you discover that you have choices, or no, options would be the right word. Look at this girl. She's got this magic box of treasures, but she's got a lot of boxes, keys to a lot of boxes, and saying you've got many doors that you can pick from. And there's something about perhaps the way that you were raised, or even just the place that you've arrived at. Yeah, there's two different versions of this. It's like maybe your whole life, things have sort of befallen. You've taken the option of what's there because it was the only one, and you've trained yourself to believe that that's how your life works, or how life works in general. One option appears, and then because it's there, I'm going to take it. And in the case of love, that could be like, if somebody likes me, then that's a big sign that I have to go for it, without believing that you even have the choice to turn that down. And in the other case, it could be something about your age, or some idea of a shortcoming that you think you have that makes it like, oh, nobody could ever love me, or like that's an extreme exaggeration, but something like that of, oh, I can't afford to be picky. And this is an all-encompassing thing. This isn't even about love. This is an energy in life about options and realizing that you have them. And I can tell you from my own experience, because this is very, very new for me, there's a feeling when you grow into yourself in that sense of understanding that you can say no, getting the experience of saying no a few times, realizing that feels good, and other boundaries like that, and then feeling this extra support from yourself. And that's that same self that's currently got you by the collar and is like, no, we're not going to give you love until you understand this about yourself, because you don't know how good it could be. You don't actually understand what you deserve. And not even in a way of like, oh, you're beautiful and amazing, like, no, it's like literally you've got it all twisted about what you are permitted to have, and like what is even just an average amount. It's like in your world, the amount that you call average or normal is very wee. It's not much. And that's a conditioning issue that we're going to break you out of. Okay, look at you. Here, the weaver of spells, sacral energy, passion. Okay, yeah. So there's maybe you'd like to watch my video on how to build enough confidence to survive. I made a video a few months back called that. I'll link it in the description box below. It's something about like you and your craft, or you and the things you do well, putting the blinders on, and just you and them, as in like you and your creation, or you and creation, you and nature, you and an art form. Sorry, it's so loud out there. I'll close the window. Something that you can discover and heal in your sacral area about your craft, and that by engaging with your individual craft, you'll start to realize like what's special about you. That's one. And look, I wrote in orange for this reading, and let me read out what I've written, okay? Cringing at self. Lady Gaga said once, your career won't wake up one day and tell you that it doesn't love you anymore. And that's like the message of your higher self. It feels like that part of you is saying you don't want to give yourself away just for anyone or too soon because you haven't. Yeah, it's actually, funnily enough, it's coming from a real desire. It's not even a negative thing. It's coming from this deep desire in you to succeed or elevate in terms of your career or your passion or your hobbies. It's like some part of you really understands, not even believes, but understands and knows that for you to fall in love right now would be to give away a part of you that is currently in the process of brewing and is very close to finding some kind of immaculate breakthrough, especially artistically. It's like a voice, like finding an artistic voice and freedom. So yeah, I've next written subconscious desire for individual freedom, seeking to resolve a trauma that says, I am the problem. Interesting. So earlier I loosely touched on like upbringing, but look at this picture. How evocative is this? Okay, let's focus on it for a second. See how there's one little girl who's dropped all the buns, I guess they're buns. Yeah. Scones. So it's all different energies here. It's a lot. One option is that you've made some kind of genuinely massive mistake in your life and you just can't, for that option, you're not looking at how genuine the mistake was. That's for someone like you did something really bad and you're not admitting it to yourself and like, but you know it was wrong. And this could be in a past relationship too. It's like, well, we can't move forward until I actually admit that there's maybe some loose ties to close and like apologies to make. Sometimes, man, you gotta dole out apologies and you don't realize how much weight was on your shoulders until you said sorry to this person. You were like, why did I, like, in what reality did I think that was so hard to do, dude? Like, I recently made an apology to somebody I went to high school with, and I've literally been holding on to this apology for 13 years. And for some reason, it took me till that day to finally admit this mistake that had honestly been ruining my life because I couldn't get over how bad I felt about it. But for some reason, there was like a block about like me thinking it would be inappropriate to apologize or something. So that's one person in the whoopsie category. Other one is that as a youth, most likely, you made some kind of error, a mistake, a whoopsie that was actually really small, and whoever you were around made out like it was the end of the world. And perhaps you had repeated conditioning of this situation. We all kind of do, in school. As when you're a kid and you're growing up, you do stuff out of an innate soul expression that just gets slammed out of you, This doesn't feel like a fear of making a mistake again in a relationship. It's not really that energy. It's more like some core belief. Honestly, I'm seeing it like a dormant belief. It's like a belief that's still there because you forgot about it, but it's not even real. Like it's not even a part of you anymore, and some part of you needs to acknowledge that. It could be the case that this love is not coming in because a part of you is thinking, I need to fix this mistake I made, or I always make mistakes, something like that. It's so different for everyone. There's just too many different energies there. But it's like, no matter how hard you try and force this love manifestation to come in, it's not going to happen until you, like, these two cards, they're almost the same card of destruction. One's the devil and one's the Seven of Air. Both of them are about destruction, really. And it's like no matter which way you look at this situation, it's over. This version of you is over. Like, you need to change. You need to rise up. Oh, sacral energy. Oh my gosh, look at this. It could even be like a quite exaggerated dream you have. Like, it could be like, I want to be a pop star. I want to be a singer. And you're starting to think you're like getting older or something. So you need to find this love first. But it's like, no, you have to chase your dream. You have to chase your dream for this thing to come in if you want it to come in. Yeah, I keep hearing Ariana Grande saying you got to be switching up positions for you, and you just can't be that person. You cannot bend yourself to try and accommodate another person. You can't be a pick-me. Not in the new age, baby. The overarching message here is that you need to learn how to give yourself options, because some part of you wants to know what that feels like. And you might be like, where the fuck do I start? It's really small. It can be as small as practicing a boundary, where it's like, your friends are asking you to come out and have cocktails, and you would never in a million years say no to that, but you realize that saying no is also an option. Or you allow yourself to practice playing the piano so much that you realize that playing the piano and painting, which you're already good at because you're already an artist, you realize that you have the option of painting and the option of pianoing in order to express the same line of energy in you, the same quality. And then, as you can imagine, once you start to strengthen that muscle, it becomes like, oh, okay, this man has told me that he likes me, and previously I would have gone, I don't even have time to think, he's offering me this cup, so I have to take it. And now you're learning, oh no, he could be the most attractive man on planet Earth, but if he's not hitting my list of requirements, then he gets the snip, baby. That's what this kind of energy is all about. And maybe you can't even imagine rising to that right now, but you're going to. It happens quickly, and it happens by working this muscle all the time. It's like realizing there were options when a previous version of you would have thought there were no options. Like, for instance, maybe 3 months ago now, I did this pet sitting job, bro. Okay, I became a pet sitter on this website where I had agreed to look after this couple's pets for a month. I wasn't getting paid for it, but the deal was you get accommodation and you get to look after some pets. And for where I was at the time, I was like, that's a sick idea. I want to meet a dog, so let's do it. I did it, got there, first day in, oh my God, what have I got myself into? Holy shit, get me the fuck out of here. 5 days in, I was driving around town, bawling my eyes out at the wheel, like, what the fuck, how do I get out of it? Like, dude, everything, this was like, I don't want to be mean, but it was like the pet sitting experience from hell. Like, it was crazy. I won't go into it, but it was really, really funny and like really, really bad. And I was like, I can't humanly, like, I cannot imagine getting to the end of this month. Like, I don't know how I'm going to get out of here, but I need to get out of here. And then luckily the owners of the pets returned back to the property at 1 week in to pick up some things. And the night before, I was wide awake, sitting in my bed until 1 a.m, just thinking, like, how the fuck did I land myself in this reality? And then it dawned on me, like, bang, I can leave, dude. They're not even paying me. Oh my gosh. Also, they've broken a bunch of rules. So I ended up emailing the pet sitting website and cancelling the pet sitting. Obviously, I had to let some people down, obviously, and it wasn't what I wanted to do. Like, in my people-pleasing energy, I didn't even conceive of the option of leaving. I just imagined that I was going to be imprisoned for this entire month until I realized I have the option. Like, in reality, you always have the option of leaving. Unless it's like a legal contract, you can just leave. And maybe it's something like that for you. Like, maybe you're so ingrained in this belief of who you have to be for other people that you haven't even noticed that there are options in almost every situation. Like, you don't have to go to your work Christmas party. You don't have to hang out with you don't have to hang out. You don't have to hang out with anyone. Yeah, look in the background of this. The way she's up on the stage and her suitor is waiting in the background for her. He can wait. He can wait. I've got to do my shit. I've got to be the star of my moment, of my life, and he will wait. If he's worth it, he'll wait, dude. So that's all you need to hear. Rise into your passions, practice hobbies, practice the piano and paint. And realize all of the places where you have options that you're not allowing yourself to have. This is why love isn't coming in. And as soon as you learn how to do this, could be in 5 days, could be in 2 weeks, could be in 7 years, depends how long you take to choose yourself. But you got to choose yourself, because that's what another part of you, a bigger part of you, wants you to do. That's how you're going to let the love in, baby. So that's all for today, I think. I think that's good. Thank you for stopping by my garden. Like, comment, subscribe. Love you. Bye.